What's up, Melanated family? This is Harrison from Melanated Fathers TV, keeping you up to date with the latest news going on in our community. How's everybody doing, family? Please do me a favor, like I always say, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become a member of the Melanated Fathers TV YouTube channel family. You feel me? So let's get into it. So I have something I want to talk about here because this has been a topic in our society before. And I want to bring it up again. So throughout, like the past 15, 20 years, when it comes to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, there's been a lot of rumors about them being swingers, about them having an open relationship and all this other shit, which, in reality really isn't any of our business. But I want to talk about something on this topic real quickly because Will Smith, who has graced the cover of GQ magazine, I think this month or last month, congratulations to that brother on that accomplishment. In that interview, they interviewed him for GQ magazine. In the interview, he spoke on the fact that him and Jada do not have a monogamous relationship, that early on in the relationship, they attempted to do it that way, and it wasn't something Jada felt she could do. Will, cheated, as people would call it, or he had side relationships. I think he mentioned Holly Berry and a couple other people he had, you know what I mean? So this is interesting to me because I think one of the biggest things that we do wrong in relationships is we rely on societal norms to kind of dictate how we move forward, right? Because I think the only way that any relationship can really, really work is if the two people in the relationship come to a conclusion of how they want to proceed with things. Now, sometimes how they want to proceed may be uncomfortable to other people. It may be non-traditional. It may rattle a few feathers, but at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? If it's really about you and someone else being happy, because this whole time when I would hear about Will and Jada doing all type of side shit, I'm thinking in my mind, if they both know about it and they cool with it, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? I think that's one of the reasons why it's so many single people. I think that's one of the reasons why divorce doesn't work. Like, if you look at statistics, almost 50% of all marriages in the United States end in divorce. Researchers estimate that 41% of all first marriages end in divorce. 60% of second marriages end in divorce. Shit. 73% of all third marriages end in divorce. You know what I mean? So this isn't to say that you can't get married and it won't work for you, per se, you know what I mean? But you should take a critical look at why the fuck you're actually doing it. You know what I mean? I think Americans get it fucked up. Marriage is really a business. More than anything else, family. It's a business. You get a business license, the same type of business license you get when you start a business. You get a business license. So you can love somebody and be in love with them and love having sex with them and love being around them and love being friends with them and all this old shit. But the marriage piece is a business arrangement. And I think, I know some men who have wanted to get married, but typically it's women. And the societal pressures that come with being with a man for 2, 3, 4 years and y'all don't get married. I think, again, and I've said this before on other shows, forget tradition. Like, I think families in general should build their own tradition system based on what they believe. So that's critically looking at holidays, critically looking at all the things we celebrate, critically looking at some of the typical man-woman roles. You know what I mean? It's important for us to individually kind of look at this shit and then come to the table and determine if we want to do any of that shit. You may be in a relationship where y'all don't want to celebrate holidays, y'all don't want to get married, and this should be okay. Like, we live in a society today where everybody is so critical. I'm not going to be critical of celebrities to that degree because I don't know them. I just think in general, this is a good conversation to have because so many people in this country think marriage is the only way that you can be happy. In the statistics show, family, that that's not the case. I think we should all be pro healthy relationship, like pro friendship, like all of that kind of shit. Those are the things, those are the factors that determine how long you're going to be with somebody. Just getting married because you feel it's the right thing to do obviously doesn't work, says the statistics. You know what I mean? So I know that like in the comments and different places on social media, Will and Jada is gonna get shit for him saying that, and people are gonna say, see, I told you so, and how could they be together? Why they just don't end their relationship if they gonna be doing all that? Because it's none of your fucking business. That's actually the long and short of it. That's how we should all see it. Because people don't know, because he was mentioning that he felt wrong early in his relationship, like looking at other women and feeling like he wanted to have sex with other women. Like he didn't feel that those feelings he had made him a bad person, so to speak. So he went to life coaches and spoke to different people about it. And I think that's healthy, man. I think that's healthy. There are some men in society who don't mind just having one woman and having sex with one woman. That is out there. But in my opinion, there's the larger population of men could have more than one woman, would have more than one woman if society allowed them to. You know what I mean? And that's just real. And in my opinion, I personally think society doesn't really want that to happen, because our economy would flourish to a degree. If you have 2 or 3 people living in a home, everybody participating financially, then we're not going to have many of the problems. We're not going to have many of the needs from this system and outside sources. That's just my thought process on it. You know what I mean? So people should be allowed to do exactly what they want to do as long as they're happy. The first thing I would think about, especially since we're openly dealing with mental health and these type of things these days, the first thing I would think about when I hear anyone engaging in a situation like that, I'm not going to judge them. I'm going to say, are they happy? Now, if one person's making the other person do it, or if one person's reluctant and they're just doing it to please the other person, then of course that shit's gonna fall anyway. But ultimately, if both people are happy, who are we to judge and say what it should be or what it shouldn't be? You know what I mean? So that's my take on it, family. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Do you think monogamy is dead? Do you think marriage should be the end goal? Do you think polygamy should be something that people seek or people open up as an option for their relationship? You never know. You know what I mean? So this is your boy Harrison, man, Melanated Fathers TV. Like the video, subscribe to Melanated Fathers TV YouTube channel. Make sure you share this video. I'm out.